Welcome to the Crypto Boss Ninja channel. Let me make sure that my sound is good. Welcome. I'm going to let my Telegram know that we are live. We do have, for the people that are rewatching the stream, we do have a Telegram that is free to join, and then inside that we have Patreon. If you want to pay for that, you can. Otherwise, the Telegram is still free to join, and everyone's invited to do that. Let's look at Bitcoin. First of all, I always want to do the Fear and Greed Index. I still need to get my thing going on TikTok, so do bear with me. Give me a little bit of time here, and we will get started. There's an altcoin I do want to talk about, this Creo coin. It is starting to fall off the table a little bit, but I'm still bullish on long-term market cap, still around just under a $20 million market cap. So I'm still liking it, but right now it's definitely in correction time. And yeah, so I'm going to get going on my other channel, switch account, Crypto Boss Andrew account, and we're going to get started.
You know, my dad just...
What the hell is going on? Alright, let me change the title really quick. Hold on. So Bitcoin has had a correction. I am going to title this Bitcoin Dump City. What's next? Alright, I gotta find my little stand, and we are going to get started. Thank you for bearing with me, guys. And we are going to get started eventually. Alright, guys. Usually I do go live Mondays at Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Today it's been today because of playoffs. And I was going to go live an hour earlier, but I got stuck working. So that's what's going on. Thank you for being with me. Let's look at the Fear and Greed Index. Right now, we're still in fear, but it looks like it has gone down about 10 points. We're at 64 now. I believe last time we looked, it was at 74. So really, that's a good sign for the correction we were looking for. And frankly, it's probably something that we desperately needed, is a move to the downside. So I'm going to record this update on Bitcoin, and I believe we're going to look at Bitcoin, and the weekly chart is still overbought. You haven't even started curving down on the stock RSI, so I would still be cautious. You do have support at $42,000, but you lost 44.4 and you lost 47K. So really the next step is 42K, and if you don't hold that, well, we can look for lower targets. Weekly chart's still overbought, so be cautious. 3-day chart is trying to get the bounce, but struggling, and the weekly might be pushing the 3-day chart to the downside. If you look at the daily chart, that's trying to make a higher low, but if you lose this last local low here at $40,277, that's going to be a lower low for the daily chart, which would not be good. If you lose $40,277, you're at least probably coming back down to this last local low at 34.3, but really you went up really fast, at least on the daily chart. And the last local low below, really the last major local low before 42,000 was all the way down there at 25,000. So I'm not saying, I don't think we're going that low again, but anything is possible. Like I said, if you lose this last local low right here at 34.3, there's a good chance you could go all the way down there. But first you'd have to lose 42K, which you're really close. So it's going to be a bad thing if you lose 42K. If we look at the 4-hour chart, let's see how that's looking. 4-hour chart is ready for a bounce, but that's like a straight dump. That's like not even a falling wedge, nothing bullish there. And you're now on life support with the 200 simple moving average on the 4-hour chart. That's not a good sign. Also, it's kind of an M pattern, and M patterns are bearish, W patterns are bullish. If we look at the 1-hour time frame, that's trying to get that bounce as well. And if you hold this last local low here, you could technically take a long here with a stop at 41,250 or 250. And if you hold that, you're good. But because you're below the 200 simple moving average and below a lot of the major moving averages, I would be pretty bearish here on Bitcoin on the 1-hour time frame. Also, the 21-day moving average, which is this orange line, is about to cross the 200-day moving average, which is this thin yellow line, and that is extremely bearish. That's a death cross on the 1-hour time frame, meaning usually when you get those, the price continues to go to the downside. It is a lagging indicator, so take that with a grain of salt. The 15-minute time frame is having a rounded top. That's bearish, as well as making a lower high, and you're overbought on the stock RSI. So to me, that's bearish. I'm really looking for 42K be the next support. If you don't hold 42K, it's going to be the next support is $40,200. I don't think you're going to hold 42K again because you already lost it once and you went to 41,420. So really, we are probably, I'd be pretty surprised if at this point we don't see $40,000. I'm not surprised we're seeing a dump because, again, the ETF news came out and I was predicting that'd be sell the news event. Everyone else in my trading group, not my trading group, another trading group I'm in, is saying, well, no, the ETF is going to be bullish. It hasn't been bullish. It was basically longer term sell the news. It didn't happen immediately, but you did kind of get somewhat of a blow off top, almost to 50,000, and that's what we're looking at. So as long as you hold 42,000, at least the higher time frames are bullish, but the weeklies are ready for a dump, and that hasn't even started happening yet. I am predicting we see $40,200 in the next 24 hours. We'll see if I'm wrong or right. If you guys appreciate this update, appreciate if you hit the like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, join the Telegram, it's free to join, and we also check out the Patreon if you guys are interested in trade setups. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. All right, so let's now look at altcoins. If you guys have requests, I will start taking them. And then I do want to remind you guys, we have a free Telegram. Check it out. We have a Patreon. Check it out. And also, I'll be back live Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time. All right, so Creo coin, it's still on my radar. It's a gaming coin. I talked about this for probably over a month now, or close to a month, and I'm still bullish on Creo coin. So thank you for the one like. Appreciate it. I just closed something I don't think I wanted to close. It's not a time or a day I usually go live, so I'm not surprised if we don't have a huge audience. But if you guys have requests for altcoins, I will take them. Otherwise, with that being said, I just want to do a quick Bitcoin update and look at some altcoins really quick and, yeah, go from there. So we literally have 2 people watching, so I'm not really sure if we're going to get requests. But if nothing else, I talked about Bitcoin, and if nothing else, I'll be back live Monday at, I can't think, 7 p.m. Central Time. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I do want to say, and at least if nothing else, if there's no requests, I'm at least going to tell you the trades I'm in. I'm actually in a trade on Maker. I got into this trade at $1,750, and it's kind of a long-term swing trade. The weekly time frame still has more room to go to the upside, and you're making a higher high. So really, if it allows me to, I would like to hold this for the entire bull run. I got in at $1,750. It was a 23x leverage long on literally $23. So that's a $460 trade. I'm up about $150, $200 on it, and that's kind of what we're looking at. Weekly has more room on Maker. 3-day is overbought, and daily is curving down. And 4-hour chart's making a higher low again. So really, this is a long-term trade on Maker. And yeah, this is the only trade I'm in right now, and I've been in it probably for close to a week now, and it's doing pretty good. So Maker's a coin I'm really bullish on long term, and also Atom. I like Atom. Actually, let's go over and look at Atom because that's another one I want to look at really quickly. I won't go in-depth analysis on it, but I want to look at the weekly. I've been waiting for this weekly to make a curve to the downside. We're finally getting it. Now the big question is on Atom. Will you hold $6? If you hold $6, that's good. I think because you're so overbought on the weekly that you're going to lose $6 and going to make another lower low. So there's still some altcoins out there that are about to make a lower low. More than likely. We'll see what happens. I like Atom, but if they can't start to make higher highs on the weekly, I want no business holding it. So it's one I want to buy, but I can't right now based on, if I'm going to hold it long term, I want to make sure the weekly's oversold when I buy it. And if the weekly makes a higher low, then I'll buy it. If it makes a lower low below $6, I can't buy it, and then I'll have to wait a few more months to see if it's a good buy. But right now, Atom to me is one I'm interested in, but I can't buy it based on what I'm telling you. So thank you for the follow, Swap Milling, and yeah, so that's kind of it. If there's any, let me see if there's any requests. I don't even know if we have anyone watching on YouTube. We got one person that watched for 8 seconds on YouTube. It's not a normal day we go live, but still, I mean, it's kind of pathetic, honestly. But anyways, yeah, that's all I got. If there's no requests, I'll see you guys Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Thanks for the few people that joined, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next live stream. And then next one will be longer, but I do have to get to bed because I have to work in about 5 hours again. So I guess that's all I got. Y'all trade safe, have a good week, and stay safe out there. And I guess go Steelers, because I'm watching the Steelers-Bills game on Sunday, and I'm rooting for the Steelers to win. But that's kind of all I got. To wrap things up, I am looking for a move back to the downside on Bitcoin, back to $40,277. If that doesn't hold, you can look for lower downside targets, such as like 31.8, and then the other one I was talking about earlier, if I go to the... Wow. Yeah, if you go to the daily, I'm also looking for 34.6 to be support. So those are your levels to watch out for if you get capitulation to the downside. And, yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, trade safe and have a great weekend. Sorry this was so short, but I do have to get going.